What if death isn't the end? What if everything you believe about the afterlife is wrong? From the moment we're born, one truth follows us. One day, our time will run out. But what comes after that final breath? A paradise, a rebirth, or nothing at all? Before we dive in, I want to know, what do you believe happens after death? Leave your truth in the comments. I'll be reading everyone.
Since the earliest days, humans refused to believe death was final. Our ancestors buried the dead with food, tools, even jewelry, as if preparing them for a journey. We feared the darkness of the unknown, but also hoped that life continued in another form. Think about it. Why do you believe we hold so tightly to the idea of an afterlife? Is it hope, comfort, or simply fear of nothingness?
In Christianity, death leads to judgment. Heaven for the faithful, hell for the sinful. In Islam, the day of judgment awaits, where every soul is called to account, rewarded with paradise gardens or punished with fire. Both faiths remind us, this life isn't just fleeting, it's a test, shaping eternity. If you knew your actions today determined forever, how would you live differently?
Yet in the East, death isn't the end, but a cycle. In Hinduism, every death is a doorway to rebirth, your next life shaped by karma, until you find moksha, freedom from the wheel. In Buddhism, life and death are part of samsara, the endless cycle of suffering. The only escape is nirvana, letting go of desire, letting go of fear. So tell me, is life a one-time gift or a wheel, turning again and again?
Ancient cultures imagined death in vivid detail. The Egyptians weighed the heart against a feather, too heavy with sin, and it was devoured forever. The Norse saw warriors feasting in Valhalla, while others slipped into hell. In African traditions, death is not an ending, but a return, joining the ancestors who live on in spirit to guide the living. Maybe the afterlife isn't only about where we go, but how we remain in the hearts of those we leave behind. And yet, science tells another story. Many who brush against death describe tunnels of light, peace, and voices of loved ones. Neuroscience says it's the brain shutting down. But if it's only chemicals, why do people across the world describe the same vision? Is it just biology or a glimpse of something greater? Philosophers have wrestled with this question for centuries. To them, death was never just an ending. It was the final doorway, the last great mystery. Socrates once said, "To fear death is foolish, because death is either a dreamless eternal sleep or the beginning of something unimaginable." And if that is true, then what are we really afraid of? The silence of perfect rest, where no pain, no struggle, no burden can reach us? Or the possibility that beyond the veil lies something so vast, so extraordinary, that our minds can barely grasp it? So I'll ask you, if given the choice, would you rather sleep forever in peace or step boldly into the unknown, where anything could await? Leave your thoughts in the comments, because your answer might say more about how you live than how you die. Every culture, every religion, every science has tried to solve the same riddle. From desert prophets to silent monks, from poets under candlelight to physicists under starlight, we have all leaned over the edge and asked the dark the same question. Some promise paradise, some warn of judgment, some whisper of rebirth. But maybe the afterlife is less about what happens when we die and more about how we choose to live while we still can. Maybe heaven is a life aligned with truth. Maybe judgment is the mirror we face each night. Maybe rebirth is the courage to become new before our heart ever stops. So let's bring it closer. If death is inevitable, what makes life meaningful for you? Is it the people you love, the work you give yourself to, the small, invisible kindnesses no one sees? If your time were counted in sunsets instead of years, what would you change tomorrow morning? Pause. Breathe. Picture one call you'd finally make, one apology you owe, one dream that's been gathering dust, one tiny step you could take today. Meaning isn't found at the end of the road, it's made stitch by stitch in the way we show up for each other, in the promises we keep, in the beauty we create, in the truth we refuse to abandon. When the last page turns, we don't take our things, we take our choices. So write a sentence you're proud of in the chapter you're living right now, and tell me in the comments, what's the sentence you'll live by tomorrow? This is Exastack's Studio, where we search for meaning, one question at a time. Until next time, live awake, love fiercely, and let your minutes prove what you believe. Live as if eternity depends on it.